Hi guys, and welcome to the AC Milan versus Napoli stream on the channel. The first Serie A stream we've ever done, which I'm really hyped for. I can't wait for this match, to be honest. It's going to be a big one. Two midfield maestros versus off, of course, Luka Modric versus KDB. Can't wait to see this one, how it goes, because I've not really watched an Serie A match on the channel before, not really see my reaction to it. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm sure about it. And welcome, DinoDoomz. Welcome, Kelvin. You're in my walls. That's brilliant. Yeah, I love the spying. And hi, Clicks. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Let's take a look at the lineups for today's match. So for AC Milan, Mike Maignan is the goalkeeper as per usual. Pavlovic, Gabbia, and Tomori are the three centre-backs. We have Estupinan as the left mid, Rabiot, Modric, and Fofana as the midfielders, and Selemakers as the right mid. We have Pulisic and Jimenez as the two strikers, assuming Pulisic's playing more of a left wing sort of role as well. For Napoli, we have Merit as the goalkeeper, Di Lorenzo as the right back, Marianucci and Jesus as the centre-back duos, Gutierrez as the left back. We have Lobotka as the DM, Politano as the right mid, Anguissa and De Bruyne as the two midfielders, and Scott McTominay as the left winger, and Rasmus Højlund as the striker. And welcome, Random Returnal. Hope you're doing good. You're a talking spaghetti emoji. Okay, welcome, talking spaghetti emoji to the stream. Fits up for the Serie A on Ville here. And yeah, this is the first ever time I've watched it on stream, so I can't wait. And let's read. AC Milan because of Modric you're going for. Fair enough. And you feel like you're going to go for them to get the win as well. Fair enough, DinoDoomz. I'm going to just personally watch it and just enjoy. I look confused. I'm not really confused. Just hyped for the match, I guess. But yeah, this one's going to be a good match. I do feel a lot of attacking from both of these sides. I think Modric is the highest rated Serie A player currently in the league, which is insane. 40 years old, highest rated player in terms of, not FC rating. I'm talking about actual rating in the, FootMob. I don't know about SofaScore, what his rating is there. But yeah, hopefully we can see a good match. I will be going for Modric, slightly more biased compared to the rest of the people on here. But, I just want to see a good match here, and we'll be equal to all. And is Drank asleep? Dynamite is he's just got back from training, so I don't know, he's just getting himself ready, I guess. He's training, most important thing, of course. And this is going to be AC Milan taking the kickoff, and they are going to be playing it down on the right-hand side, so they'll be pushing left. Rafael Leao not starting. I think he is on the bench, if I'm correct. Yeah, he is on the bench. Okay, so there's the kickoff beginning right there, and AC Milan going quickly to play it upfield. It's going to be cleared away nice and easy there by Di Lorenzo. Now to the path of KDB, trying to find Rasmus Højlund, and it's now going to be all the way back with AC Milan. Of course, this match is played at the San Siro, so yeah, it's going to be a big one for the Milan fans to try and get a win here against the, the champions of the Serie A, Napoli. And you miss him on streams. I mean, he was on the stream 2 days ago, so I don't know if you were there, Clicks, for that one, the stream 2 days ago or 3 days ago. But yeah, he was there. He's been on them quite frequently this week, actually. But yeah, just he will start coming back on them again. But his training is more important, of course, than streaming. And watch Rasmus Højlund score a brace with Scott and De Bruyne, have an 8.7 match rating. I mean, that's what the, Man United curse does. And yeah, the Man United curse makes these Man U players perform. So we're going to probably see a masterclass from Højlund, and we're going to also see, probably a masterclass from Scott McTominay as well today. Two former Man United players. Hopefully we see a good De Bruyne masterclass as well, and then of course Modric masterclass, because we want to see those two midfielders collide and see how they sort of play off of each other in terms of marking and that sort of thing. Will Modric mark De Bruyne? I'm not too sure. And you have a DeviantArt account. Fair enough. A little fun fact thrown into the chat there. And welcome CDF to stream. I hope you're doing good. Now, this match, you cannot have to worry about who wins, unlike Arsenal game. Yeah, exactly. This match is, even for me, neutral match. Just going to enjoy it. Just hope that Modric gets a good, game session in. He says he plays for the love of the game now. He says he doesn't really care how long he plays for. He says he just plays because he wants to. He said that he doesn't think about retiring because he says that if he retired, he would be bored. He said that in an interview or something. So he said that he's just going to keep playing possibly forever until he can't, which is absolutely insane, by the way. bro really does not want to retire playing until he's 70. This is Magnon now out over to the left back section here where Pavlovic is. Now play over to Estupiñán. How do I say that guy's name? Let me read it properly. I'm just going to call him Purvis, his first name. Now it's Pulisic, skilling in. He's going to do a pass through. There's a shot, and it's a goal for AC Milan early on here. Already a goal, and it's Salemakers who does get the goal there. Assist by Pulisic. What a goal, and what an assist. I mean, that was great. Absolutely great gameplay there from AC Milan, and they get an early lead here at the San Siro. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. That is going up on the score sheet right there, guys. I need to learn how to spell Salemakers' name because I cannot. Salemakers. Goal in 2 minutes, and assist by Pulisic. I'm assuming that was him that got the assist there. Yeah, he did. That was good play from him, actually. Very good play. LeBron James of football there getting the assist. And some say Pulisic is the GOAT, even more than CR7 and Messi. What do I think? I mean, GOAT gameplay here. I'm not going to doubt that. He is insane. Literally just skill past the whole team. I mean, what an absolute legendary guy that is. Jeez. Yeah, LeBron James of soccer right there, just getting the dub already for his team. Who needs Modric when you got, LeBron James on your team, And, I mean, this is a match where you kind of want both sides winning the match. Same. I just want a lot of goals. That's what I want. A lot of goals. Also, why are they putting a ball inside a bag? Baz, own a game scored ball. Okay, don't know what that's about. Serie, can we just get that off the screen? Some random ad they're putting on there. Di Lorenzo now passing back to Marian Ucci. And PSG versus Barca is going to be boring because of all the players that are out. Yeah, I know, a lot of key players, especially Ballon d'Or winner Dembele. I did want to see him in the game, but he's not going to be there, unfortunately. Maybe on the bench. I don't know. You think it'll be 3-1 for AC Milan? Fair enough. That is actually a good sort of prediction there. I do want it to be maybe 4-3 as a final score here. I don't care which team wins. Modric goal, please, Modric goal. And LeBron who? LeBron James of soccer. Pulisic. And what else did I miss? I mean, some say Pulisic's the GOAT. Already scored that. There's goal emojis. No, Dembele is injured. You don't know how. Yeah, I know. I said that he would maybe be on the bench if he returns. But he's not starting. I do know he's injured. He got injured through I think it was a hamstring injury in PSG versus... It was one of their League One matches 2 weeks ago. I think it was against... Did they verse Lens already? I think it was against Lens. Where he got injured. You want 8-7. Okay, I mean, that's going to be a tough scoreline to get. And hi, Ron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And bro thinks it's volleyball. CFB series. Exactly. Volleyball scorelines in football would be phenomenal, though. Imagine if we got that every time. Pulisic, appearances 107, goals 37, and assists 25 for AC Milan there. They just updated the tally. Yeah, and you forgot what you said before. Oh, yes, sorry, I did miss that random. My bad. Also, you're doing a Season 2 beginning of your ARG Super 64 player titled 64's Insanity. Fair enough, random. I mean, that sounds great. This is going to be now with Di Lorenzo trying to defend up. There is a quick play out for Napoli here, trying to push the ball forward. And what about mod exactly, DinoDoomz? And you made some avatars for me on Roblox. Thank you, Ron. I'll go check them out when we play Roblox next, okay? Yeah, that's cool. Can't wait to see what they are. Di Lorenzo giving a throw-in, trying to find the likes of Anguissa, but is just missing him. This is now Scott McTominay losing the ball. It's now going to be with Rabiot passing to Modric. He's not even running Modric, just doing one-touch passes. Rabiot finds a through ball there to the path of number 7, Jimenez. Now passing into Pulisic. He's trying to skill in here. He duds up the ball, and that's going to be carried away by Anguissa, trying to find a through ball now to Rasmus Højlund. Now with KDB here. Let's see what KDB does. And nice through ball by KDB, just missing out on Rasmus. And can you be mod? No asking for mod. Guys, from now on to get mod, I will give it when I feel like it's necessary. But at the moment, no asking for it, please. And I'm saying that to everyone, not just you, DinoDoomz. But yeah, mod is earned through what I believe are some requirements. Even though I said some stuff before in the streams, I eventually do give it based on what I feel. Can you be super mod? No. No, let's not ask for mod, guys. This is going to be Pulisic. Now getting a pass from Modric. Now back over to Fofana. It's now going to be over to Estupinan. Fofana now to Modric. Let's see what Modric does. Again, a little bit of pressure there from Rasmus Højlund. It's now going to be over to Pavlovic. Now Rabiot finding a through ball there to Fofana. Little 1-2 there between Fofana and... I keep thinking Reinders is on this team. I gotta say, I keep getting confused and thinking he's on here still, but he's not. Estupinan now. And he's going to pass over to Jimenez, who finds a ball over to Salemakers. And it's now with Jimenez again. Can you be the mod of mods? Oh, you meant Modric. Fair enough. And I think you lagged. Did you read your message? I'm pretty sure I did, Clicks. Yes, I did. I read all your messages. Oh, no. What's your next dream number of subs? 10,000. 10,000 would probably be a cool sub num to reach, but we take it one step at a time. 6,000 probably on the board, then we go 7,000, 8,000. Yeah, we just take it one stage at a time. Modric is going to get a free kick here. Bro, that's so weird. Modric being number 14. What are we doing here? Make him 10. Who's got 10 currently on their team? Well, I just want to check here on the... Rafael Leao got 10. I don't agree. I think Modric should be 10 on any team. It doesn't matter who you are. Just give Modric the number 10. He's a legend of the game. This is now going to be Gabia passing over to Tomori. Now with Pavlovic. 7 or 50 million. Oh, your dream number of subs is 7. Okay, so that's a really odd number of subs. Either 7 or 50 million. I mean, what is the difference there? Rabiot. Giving a deep ball in, trying to find the path of Fofana. It's going to be cleaned up nice and easy there by Marianucci. And it's now with Anguissa. Modric icon. Yeah, exactly. He deserves number 10 on this team. I mean, I get Rafael Leao's been there longer, but I mean, like, literally, he's so good. Modric. KDB passing it now over to, I think that is Lobotka, who's just a little bit forward. And it's now going to be over to Marianucci. Now to Di Lorenzo. And that's going to be played to Politano, Maniouchi. And you made a normal version of you and a Dino Nugget version of me. Fair. We're bringing back the Dino Nuggets, from that. Didn't we do one where we first, this boss nugget or something in one of the games? I can't even remember. Yeah, Marianucci. Now to Politano. What's a Dino Nugget? It's like a chicken nugget in the shape of a dinosaur. And this is going to be Jesus. Just holding up the ball, playing it to KDB. One touch back to Jesus. Now to Scott McTominay. Jesus. Now it's with Marianucci, who I'm having so much trouble saying some of these guys' names, guys. Honestly, it's kind of hard. And this is going to be now with Di Lorenzo. Passing it over now to Lobotka. Held up by KDB. Lobotka. Now over to Politano. He's running in. And given a cross, that's a deep cross going in. There's a header, and it's saved by Magnon on the line. It's held up now by Pavlovic as he tries to clear the ball away, and he's unsuccessful. It's still played on by McTominay. Takes the shot, saved by Magnon again. And it's now going to be this time Tomori trying to clear. He does manage to get some sort of a clearance in. And it's now Pulisic trying to drive it down. He actually has good skills there. Almost gets past one, but then he just gives it for free to Napoli there. That is absolutely horrendous from LeBron James of football. And now over to, I think that is Guiterres. I think he's overlapping pretty deep into a left wing almost position. McTominay is definitely not playing left wing because of the fact that he's more of an AM currently. Recognized as a midfielder as well in the league. So, yeah, he is registered as a left wing in the lineup, but he's not. And Magnon, the second French goalkeeper, yeah. The goalkeeper absolutely threw for France in the Nations League, and he started playing trash. And, yeah, you played a Roblox Undertale game, and Sans was replaced by the God of Nuggets, yeah. So stupid. This is now going to be with Pavlovic, trying to find a through ball there. Salemakers now over to Fofana and trying to find it to Modric. Unsuccessful there. Pulisic's going to pressure, and it's absolutely slammed down the field there by Marianucci, and it's going to be a goal kick for Magnon. You guys say your ball knowledge is about 92. What a specific number that is. What does that mean? Is that good or is that bad? Smash like for ball knowledge. Bro, it's so cold in here as well. Yeah, let's see. Scott McTominay's shot before. Absolutely phenomenal, by the way. A lot of drive and power onto it, just unable to really get past Magnon's hands. It's now going to be with Modric. He's playing basically centre-back almost. He's very deep, Modric, which is interesting. This is going to be Pavlovic now over to Estupinan. I have to keep saying that guy's name. Estupinan. And he's just passes back to Pavlovic there. Looks like the ball might have gone out. They're showing the two coaches on the side, Allegri and Conte, of course, two famous coaches. A lot of different experience in the field. Pulisic back healing. Jimenez there trying to find Pulisic, should I say. And it's going to be cleaned up now nice and easily by Merit. Surprised Milinkovic-Savic isn't playing. I'm assuming he's on the bench. I thought he was injured. I'm assuming he's sort of injured if he's not playing as a starter, because I do think he is very good. I have heard that Milinkovic-Savic, the goalkeeper, is brothers with Milinkovic-Savic from Al Hilal. Now, I don't know if that's true, but based on some of the stuff I've seen people posting in, you know, the comments section for Milinkovic-Savic IG posts, it seems like they're brothers. Maybe they're just saying, like, brothers by name. I don't know. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Politano just kicks the ball out there. It's going to be an AC Milan throw-in. And it's going to be Pavlovic taking this throw. The spaghetti enjoys this, the talking spaghetti. So I love it. As soon as we're on the Serie A, suddenly spaghetti emoji suddenly becomes relevant. Jimenez just getting fouled there. It's going to be a possible yellow card for McTominay. I don't know what they're going to do here. Definitely he was pushed in the face, Jimenez. Let's have a look at the replay. Does a Maradona twirl. Slapped in the face by Jesus. Wasn't McTominay. Yeah. You could argue a yellow card there. I don't know if he's going to give it the referee. They're showing that Pulisic drive through there where he just ran past the slide tackle of Di Lorenzo. Just skills past him. And then such an easy pass in and a nice tap in there. And let's read your comments, CDF. It's amazing. You're not going to give you 100 ball knowledge. That's why you're not 100 ball knowledge. I see. Not everyone's perfect. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, that's good. 92%. Okay, so I'll take that. 92%. So no, didn't get 100 out of 100, but I got 92 out of 100, which is fair. This is going to be now Lobotka. No one's ever perfect as well. And KDB just losing the ball there. Modric intercepts the pass. I mean, the more superior midfielder, obviously. He finds a pass over there to Jimenez. Jimenez mistouches it. Modric wins it back. He's going to do a tackle on McTominay, but McTominay too powerful for him. Just passes backwards. And it's now going to be with, I think that is Gutierrez, who's trying to find some space. Gutierrez passing to Anguissa. Now back to Gutierrez. And it's now going to be with Jesus. Anguissa. Now over onto the right-hand side. Di Lorenzo passing over to KDB, who's in the right wing. He might give a cross in here. Kevin De Bruyne. He does. It's intercepted. Very bad cross from KDB. It's now going to be with Pulisic after the intercept from Tomori. Pulisic playing it in. Gyökeres didn't even get a foul for having his face gouged. I know. I know. Referees in Prem versus everywhere else be like. And this is going to be now with, I think that's, was that Fofana? Yeah. Modric. And now it's going to be over into the left-hand side. Pavlovic. Modric again. Now over to Pavlovic. Oh, stupid monitor turned off on the side here. Smash like for that. And there's a little bit of a run on the left-hand side because it looks like that AC Milan just want to throw in, which is great. Actually have to turn off on the side again. It's suddenly loud. I don't know why. Every time it's loud and annoying. 1 second while they position the ball for the corner. Okay, there we go. Pump has been deactivated. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see what happens here. So my eyes are like super watery. I don't know. Today's just been like a dusty day or something. Got like allergies, whatever. Modric's going to take the corner. The referee just talking to people in the box here. I think that he's just having a chat with Tomori, with Fofana, with I think Pavlovic also. They're having a little bit of discussion. Modric is going to take the corner. Here we go. Lofted in. And it is going to be touched up. It almost goes in for a goal. Modric, beautiful corner. And we're missing you at Real Madrid, Modric. We need you to come back, please. Don't know why, you know, Perez had to decrease your contract extension that you just put in. I mean, it's actually insane. and your poll is split 50-50. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just for the love of the game there that people can't really decide between these two teams. Just because, the fact is that both teams very enjoyable to watch as well. A lot of likable faces on both. Don't really hate anyone on either side. I mean, most unlikable person I could argue is Rabiot, just because he's an absolute fraud in the national team. But, the rest of them, likable. Even Rabiot's not unlikable, I gotta say. Højlund's just an absolute merchant when he came to Man United. It's so bad, but, he's here, he's performing, so fair play to Højlund, breaking the curse. Or he's actually continuing on the Manchester United curse on everyone being good suddenly as soon as they leave. Pulisic receiving a throw from Estupiñán. Estupiñán now with the ball, playing back to Pavlovic. Now to Maignan. And Maignan giving a deep cross. It's going to be headed there by Salimakers, and it's tried to be won back by Fofana, but it's going to be kept up by Scott McTominay. It's now Kevin De Bruyne with the ball. And he plays it now back into the defense there with Jesus. Now over to Marianucci. Now to Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo passing it in now to Politano. Back to Marianucci. Now to Jesus. Now over to KDB, who's in the left back position, playing it forward. A little pressure from Fofana. He's not losing it. The background noise, we need music. I mean, I think the music would kind of take away from the commentation, though, to be honest. And then also the fact is that, I feel like that lots of music would get my stuff absolutely copyrighted out of this planet. Unfortunately, that is random. Anguissa, now over to Marianucci. Now to Jesus and KDB. Playing it forward there to Scott McTominay. And now back to Jesus. Bad pass there from, I think that was Guiterres, who had it in the end. And Jesus now has it. I mean, he did have to redeem that pass. He passes over to Marianucci again. If I'm looking up at a lot, it's because I am trying to memorize their starting 11. Because, again, don't watch too many Serie A matches myself on the channel to need to commentate. So, KDB, now to Lobotka. And Lobotka is playing it over to Guiterres. Scott McTominay available for him, which he does get the ball. Passes into KDB. And a little bit of a pressure there from Jimenez, but KDB gets the pass still off. It's now with McTominay. Jesus. Now over to Marianucci. Now with Politano. And deep cross in from Politano. Could be a header coming in by Anguissa. It's going to be just cleared out by Salimakers. And it's now going to be on the other side here with Guiterres again. Little cross coming in, trying to be found by, I don't even know who, was that Politano on the left wing suddenly? There's a lot of calls here by the referee that he's ignoring in terms of penalties, possibilities. But yeah, it's really interesting how very physical the Serie A is. I didn't really expect that much pulling inside the box. I mean, just based on how many games I've seen, it seemed like 5-6 games on Serie A. I mean, I mainly watch Ligue 1, La Liga, Premier League, SPL, that sort of stuff. Serie A is not really on the radar in terms of, lots of games I watch because it's kind of hard to watch their games in terms of usually when I watch them, it's super laggy. But yeah. Anguissa, what a skill. Modric actually might have committed a penalty foul there. I'm not even joking. Yeah, that might have actually, but I don't even know. You can argue that Modric there might have caused a penalty for Napoli, but I don't think the referee's going to give it. I think he's just going to ignore that up. Please don't give it, referee. Don't want to see your boy Modric getting the penalty against him, and it's not given. Good. So it's going to be played on there. Good header going forward there. Pulisic's trying to run onto the ball. I think it was Modric who gave the header, trying to find Pulisic, but Jesus does mop it up. It's going to be thrown now for AC Milan. Maybe Napoli, actually. Yeah, Napoli gets the throw. I think Pulisic might have just touched the ball barely, and then he's shielded. It's going to be Di Lorenzo who takes the throw. Di Lorenzo now passing in to Marianucci. And it's intercepted there poorly by Pavlovic. It's won back by Rasmus Højlund. Now to McTominay, now to KDB. And pressing forward, here they are. And it's going to be with Guiterres. He's going to try and find a play over to McTominay. Lots of step overs from Scott. He just plays it back to Jesus. Nice and calm play from Napoli. They do need to try and break down this AC Milan defense, which is very good, by the way. Very good defense from both teams, actually. In reality, you know, even though Napoli did concede early, their defense has been pinpoint otherwise. And that's what you'll usually find in the Serie A. The defenses for teams are, you know, usually phenomenal. It's the main focus of the league. And this is going to be a clearance by Pavlovic. And welcome on to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Lobotka holding up the ball. Now it's with Scott McTominay, passing over to Guitares. KDB is open for him. And Guitares does win a corner for Napoli. You got the King badge, aka getting all the badges in the final in the intruder. Finally, fair enough. Well done, Owen. Big achievement there for you. W's. Corner for Napoli. Targets for this corner. I do think McTominay, very bulky guy. I think as well, Jesus will be up there. Marianucci, Di Lorenzo, all probably the possible targets. Rasmus Højlund is not going to be one. I think he's just going to really hold up and pressure on the goalkeeper, Magnon, to prevent him from being able to have the best of vision. Because Højlund's in reality not the tallest of guys. Here we go. Corner coming in by KDB. Whipped in, and it's saved off the line by Jimenez. It was actually almost an Olympiaco by KDB there. And he sends another one deep in, and it goes straight out. It's going to be a goal kick now for Napoli. How did he almost score from the corner? Man, De Bruyne and Modric having a showdown today. They're really trying to one-up each other. They are. This is going to be regular in the Serie A as well now, starting this season. We're going to actually see this sort of stuff every time. And hi, Mustafa from Denmark. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. So this is going to be Magnon. Now passing it over to, this is going. I think that's Pavlovic, right? Taking the goal kick instead of Magnon. And here we go. It's going to be Pavlovic. Magnon sending it deep. And it's going to be controlled up nice and easy there by Guitares. And it's going to be now won back by Modric in the midfield. The referee has given a foul, though, on, I think that's McTominay. No, it's KDB down on the ground. I thought it was either McTominay or KDB. You can see by their hairstyle. And yeah, it was Kevin De Bruyne who got fouled by Tomori. Definitely is a foul. Studs up into the back of the leg there. I mean, it's nothing more than, you know, just a free kick. No yellow card really necessary. And let's see. It's just quickly played by Guitares to De Bruyne. Let's see what he will do. He just plays over to Jesus. Now over to Marianucci. And now to De Bruyne. Holding up the ball. Back to Jesus again. Now over again to Marianucci. Just again, Napoli trying to find space. That's what they have been doing a lot in this game. Just passing at the back, trying to find space and gaps. That's what I do think they do best. You know, it's their style of play that I do, you know, really enjoy about them. How they find so many nice passes through. And then, of course, AC Milan, good counter-attacking as well from the pace of, you know, Pulisic. And then they also have Jimenez up there running for the ball. And especially when Leao comes on. I do think I'm interested why Leao did not start. Again, haven't really been up to date on AC Milan. But I'm interested to see why that's the case. Because I would have expected maybe to start over maybe Estupinan or Jimenez. I don't know which one of those guys he would probably start over. One of them. Because he does allow a lot of pace to really get on this Napoli, you know, side when they've put all the people up forward, and then it's a quick counter-attack break, you know, a ball maybe from Modric or maybe from Rabiot to find him. And it's going to be Pulisic now on the side. It looks like there's been a free kick given to Napoli, a foul by Tomori. I think that was on Lobotka. It's going to be played up now by Politano. He's going to probably just play it over to KDB. Let's have a look. Was it Rabiot, maybe? Yeah, Rabiot did the foul there. Tomori actually did an initial foul as well. It wasn't actually called by the referee, but it was just played on. And then, yeah, they called for the Rabiot foul. And this is going to be Guitares, who tries to cross in, held up by Højlund. Now it's going to be KDB trying to find a through ball. Nothing found there. And Jimenez gets a header on KDB. And it's now going to be a little bit of a fast break here for Jimenez. Now trying to find Pulisic. He just doesn't find the pass through. And it's now going to be back with AC Milan defending this Napoli press. Ever present, this press is. It's not been disappearing. Welcome, Ultra Corner Stream. Hope you're doing good. And how are you? Where is the little sir? Come on, can't be busy that much. He is. he is. He's training all the time. Plus, for me, it's currently 10:15 p.m. You know he needs sleep. He's got school, unlike me. And that is a brilliant save by Meret. And what a save that was. It's going to be a goal, I think a corner now. Sorry, why did I say goal kick? It's going to be a corner. What a shot by, I think that was Fofana who took that one. Absolute rocket. Yeah, that needed to be saved, and Meret did do it. Never mind, it wasn't a save. I swear he touched it. Okay, the referee just gave him a goal kick. Okay, fair enough. It's now going to be with, I think that's Marianucci, now to Di Lorenzo. It's actually crazy, though. I really did think that was going to be a corner, but yeah, maybe in the end, Meret didn't touch it. Might have just been too high for Fofana to really hit that on target. It's going to be now over to Marianucci. Di Lorenzo, again, they love playing on this right-hand side. I'm saying Marianucci and Di Lorenzo's name the most in this stream so far. We should have a name count who I said the most in the match. KDB. And KDB is just going to pass over to McTominay. Højlund trying to get the ball that McTominay tries to provide to him. And Meret is really Meret. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I really like Napoli's goalkeeper selection here. They got Meret, of course. They got Milinkovic-Savic, who's an absolute unit as well. And then they got Ferrand, which I haven't seen much of, but he's only 19, which is crazy. So they already got, you know, the future talent there for goalkeeping. And they've really got all stages of the cycle because Meret's, 28. Milinkovic-Savic is 30. He's how old? 28 as well. So yeah, 2 prime keepers, and they got a youngster as well. So really, they are covered in the goalkeeping department, Napoli. I think they're covered basically all over the field as well. Cross by KDB, goes to the Olympiacos again, and this time Maignan saves it. I mean, he's really going to try and shoot from the corner, De Bruyne. What is he doing? He's actually trying to throw them in. Yeah, it's almost a header as well. I think that was, who was that running in? It might have actually been Marianucci or Lobotka spamming into the box. Pulisic now with it. He's going to play to Pavlovic. Pressure from Højlund. Pavlovic just holding up the ball. Pulisic now with it. It's going to pass back to Rabiot. Rabiot holding it up in the defense. Modric making himself available. Modric gets it. One touch back to Rabiot. Now Rabiot to Maignan. Maignan just holding the ball. Modric asking for it. Modric to Maignan. Love Modric's one-touch, calm passing. You know, it just shows his quality. He's surrounded by 3 guys. Sometimes he just finds a one-touch. He's not even running. I mean, again, for the love of the game, that's what he said he's playing now for. He just plays because he wants to, and he said he'll be bored if he retires. So, yeah, fair Modric. Still playing until he's 60, I guarantee. Imagine when he's 60 years old, Modric is the only player playing and, you know, like, gets a Premier League reunion with Tottenham or something, goes to Ligue 1, plays with PSG. I mean, that's the sort of stuff I feel Modric can do. Not even joking as well, being genuinely serious. Rabiot. Now over with, I think that was Salimakers. Salimakers just trying to find a through ball there to Jimenez. It's going to be marked up and played over to Salimakers again. Now back into the defense there with Tomori, now to Pavlovic. Good rotation here from Milan. They do have a lot of rotationary gameplay, which I like to see, how they rotate between left wing, right wing pretty quickly. Also go central, but they don't usually do that. It's usually wing play that they are relying on. Pulisic to Modric. And Modric holding the ball up. Pulisic will be happy as well, because if you didn't know, was basically Croatian. He's also US, but he's basically Croatian as well. And he takes a shot. It's a goal for him. He just scored. He will be happy because he scored. 2-0. He's now scored and assisted. Hits the eye of the tiger emo as well, you know, but fair enough. LeBron James of soccer gets the second goal. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. He gets the second goal of the game. 30th minute against the champions of the Serie. So let's put him up on here. Pulisic, goal, 30th minute. And let's see who assisted that one, because that assist was phenomenal, by the way. The setup and the assist, I mean, both together work absolutely insane. We have to see this on the replay. Geez, he's actually performing. I didn't expect that sort of stuff from him, because I don't really watch this guy. But, I mean, maybe they are right. Maybe he is the go-to football. So see the cross in. Yeah, that cut in was insane. And then the pass by Fofana just to set that up for him. Nice little one-touch. And then, yeah, Meg, deflection. A little bit of a deflection there. It's okay. It's not going to be an own goal. So let's put Fofana up on the assist board there. Wow. I actually can't believe that from Pulisic. Fair enough. Did not expect that from LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James is just absolutely phenomenal. Modric giving him a high five too. Leao is applauding. I mean, he's putting on a show in the first half. Jeez. Haven't seen this much of a dominant performance from a player since Mbappe a week ago. This is going to be now with KDB. McTominay. Now back to Kevin De Bruyne. Napoli need to get a goal before halftime if they want to actually win this one. I did say the final score for this game would be 4-3. I feel like that there's going to be a lot of goals, very attacking on both sides. Napoli haven't been the luckiest in terms of their chances because some of them very close, but just not over the line that they need. KDB giving a good through ball to try and find Guitares, just unsuccessful there. Little touch from Fofana, finds Jimenez, and that is going to be a foul on Jimenez. A little bit of a push in the face again by Jesus. Could be a yellow card coming out here by the referee. Salemakas is saying it's a yellow card. Let's see what the replay suggests. LeBron James in Barcelona? No. If you didn't know, Ultra Corner, LeBron James of soccer is the nickname for Pulisic. Because that's what, there's this old meme that said that the, US citizens and supporters of the national team think that Pulisic's like the goat of football. So they call him like the LeBron James of soccer. It's when they were getting his Chelsea, so when he was playing in Chelsea, that meme came about. I mean, what a goal. It's actually phenomenal. Haven't seen this much of a dominant play since Mbappe 1 week ago. I mean, it's actually crazy, though. Like, not even taken away from him. He's actually going insane in this match. Bro saw me watching the match on the live stream and decided to turn up the heat. Geez, making the US men's national team look good suddenly. Pavlovic now playing it over to, I think that is Gabia. Magnon. Looks like that Tomori's actually not playing anymore as a central defender. He's playing like a DM almost. And it's another run by Jimenez, just trying to find the ball. McTominay is holding it up. There could be a foul possibly there, but the referee says play on. It's now going to be with Jesus. And good press by Fofana. It goes out for a goal kick. And it's going to be a goal kick that Merritt's going to take. Somehow Merritt's got the lowest rating on the game so far. Absolutely not. It's not his fault for that goal. Again, it's just the defense from Marianucci. Jesus has not been the best so far in this game. Also, Di Lorenzo's been absolutely passed every single time. So, yeah. Why not a random player in NBA named CR7? I don't know. I guess, it's just because, most of the fans for Pulisic are going to be Americans, so they watch NBA a lot. But yeah, it's just his nickname. Good nickname, fits in to this performance so far, though. This is going to be Magnon taking the goal kick. There's also Fiorentina versus Roma coming up. Maybe I'll watch that one too, because I heard that Roma's team's very strong. Fiorentina too. De Gea's there. Juventus Milan. Okay, I might watch that. I might actually watch that. We need to start watching Serie A games a little bit more. I'll try and fit them in, though. If they're not at the times I can watch, then, I won't be able to. It's going to be now with Tomori, just playing back to Magnon. Little touch pass there from Magnon to Tomori. This is actually a pretty bad one. Got to say, he made himself really exposed there to the press of KDB and Højlund. It's going to be Salemakas now, and winning a throw-in. Or actually not. Somehow the ball does not bounce out for a throw-in, which is insane. A little bit more pressure from Salemakas and Jimenez. And it's going to be now with Jimenez, the ball. Good win by Fofana. Fofana is calling for the ball back by Jimenez, but he does not find it. Instead, it's going to be Napoli just holding it up at the corner post in the right-hand side. It's now McTominay passing it over to Meret. High press from Pulisic. He's absolutely rampaging at them. And it's now going to be over to Lobotka. Lobotka trying to press forward. Now to Guitares. And now into the defense there. McTominay is going to find a through ball pass over to Marianucci. Jesus is open. He passes instead to Di Lorenzo. Now with KDB. One touch to Marianucci. Back to Jesus. And Jesus just going to hold up the ball. Just going to play it over now to Guitares. And now to McTominay. 1-2s. Again, Napoli need a goal by halftime. They need to make it 2-1 if they want to get back into this one. I do think the game is already, more in Milan's favour, but, I can't really predict a Serie A game if I've never watched too many of them, especially this sort of fixture. I haven't really watched that much. There's a little bit of a cross going into the box. There's a shot. There should be a penalty call here by the referee on McTominay. McTominay is saying that there's definitely a pen there. The referee is going to decide Let's have a look again. So there's a good cross in by Politano. McTominay is brought down. Then there's a volley by Anguissa. Let's have a look. Is that a foul on McTominay? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a foul. I think McTominay is a bit of a dive merchant right there. I mean, it's very close to one, but it's not, I don't think. And then Anguissa should have really just, you know, maybe controlled the ball down. There's no real pressure on him due to the penalty dive by McTominay. And then he should have just controlled that into the back. Pulisic saying no pen. Referee is checking for the VAR. Let's see what is decided for Napoli. Will they get a penalty? If they get a penalty here and they do convert it, it will be good for them. There is no penalty, so it's going to be a play for AC Milan out of the box. McTominay not happy about that choice there by the referee. I mean, it's very light. Definitely not a penalty in my opinion. It's going to be now a throw in for Estupiñán. So far, the most players that have covered distance: Pulisic 4.6 kilometers, Lobotka 4.4, Rabiot 4.3, and Anguissa 4.2 kilometers. And hi, GXD10, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Can you do more Saudi Pro League reaction videos? Yeah, sure. I actually got one coming up. I didn't actually edit it on the day, which, you know, maybe I should have. But I got one coming up for the Qadsiya versus Khalij. I did an IRL reaction, so I'm going to edit that up. But otherwise, yeah, maybe if you want me to do more live streams, if that's what you mean, like this sort of stuff, yeah, let me know the game beforehand and I'll go and stream it for you. You can tell me any of the fixtures and I'll go stream them up. I do stream every NASA one anyway, and every like NASA Kings Cup, AFC 2. But if you want me to stream like Halal versus someone or Al Ali, yes, I do live in Saudi as well. Been living here for about 9 years, you know. This is going to be now with, I think that is Salimakers. Again, it's so hard to remember some of these guys. Just haven't watched them too much. Modric. That is someone I have watched with passion. Modric, come on, send it in. Let's get you assist. Passes over to Salimakers. What a ball by Modric, by the way. Insane. Salimakers takes a shot, and it's going to be cleared away by the goalkeeper, Merit, and then absolutely sent out of the field there by Guitares, not taking a chance. Yeah, that was an absolute insane field cross by Modric. He sends it from the bottom left of the, you know, the half, all the way down to the corner flag, basically. Perfectly placed as well. And then, yeah, it's just a shot by Salimakers. Such an insane one, too. Very powerful. Throw in taken. It's going to be now down into the AC Milan defense here. Modric, who is actually playing as a DM. There's some pressure from Rasmus Højlund. It's now going to be over with, I think that is Tomori, just sending a through ball there. And it's going to be headed and cleared by Merit. He's just holding the ball up. And this is going to be now out with Di Lorenzo. 5 minutes of this half remaining. Of course, some additional time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Make sure to smash like, guys, if you haven't already, and smash subscribe because you won't miss any football converse. And, you know, like always shows the appreciation to the streams if you like them. And this is Di Lorenzo now. Now to Anguissa. And now back into the defense. That's really cool that you live there. Which Saudi clubs have you been to see? And you sub, by the way, first of all, W's GXD for subbing. I really do appreciate that so much. And secondly, the clubs that I support. So I support Al Nassr, of course. That's why I got that. But I actually live next to Al Ettifaq and Qadsiya. I'm very close to both of those clubs. Like, I'm about 30 minutes away from them. 20 minutes sometimes as well. I think Ettifaq I'm closer to. That is a very good chance for Napoli there. Sorry, just had to interrupt myself. Magnon catches. And then the clubs I've watched IRL, I've watched about 5, 6, 7. I've actually watched a little bit more. I've watched at least 10 NASA matches live. It's kind of hard for me, though, because I have to travel by train to get to the Al Nassr matches now. Used to travel by car, which is like a 5-6 hour drive, but now train is there, but it's still about 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, I kind of would just watch all their matches from home anyway on the, you know, the TV. But yeah, I've been to their matches, got the scarf from one of them as well. The first one I ever went to too, which is really great. Love that. And yeah, I've been to some of the other ones. Never been to a Jeddah match though, because I'd have only been to Jeddah once. So I haven't got to see Etihad or Al Ali live. But maybe next season when, hopefully the channel's good by then, like in a very more flourished condition, then we might be able to see a lot of them in person, which I'd love to do. I really would go and try and see as many as possible in person. But yeah, for like big games that Ettifaq play, I try and go and visit and record. I do my own training, so I have to try and space out like matches with my own training sessions and stuff, But yeah, if you ever want me to cover a match outside of NASA for the SPL, AFC Champions League, stuff like that, just let me know, please. I will be happy. This one's a suggested match as well, Milan versus Napoli. So if you want me to do any other matches, just, say in the chat, say in a comment, and I'll do it. Or in the Discord, DM me, It's going to be now Di Lorenzo playing it back to Marianucci. And it's now with Di Lorenzo again. I mean, how many times do these two guys just touch the ball? Half the time it's just with them. So Jesus now with KDB. Deep through ball there, trying to find the run of Guitares and McTominay. McTominay just barely keeps it in. Guitares now holding up some heavy pressure from Salemakers. Guitares now back to KDB. He might give a cross in. He instead passes over to Jesus. Now with Politano. You discovered this channel from a Saudi match you went to live. Oh, yes. Ettifaq versus Khalud. And that is a missed chance from Anguissa, by the way. Very close to getting on target there. But yeah, Ettifaq versus Khalud. So I hope you liked the video, first of all. I hope you liked it. Like, as in enjoyed it, not like this like button, but like enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, I can do more of the videos like that. I've got some for the Qadsiya versus Khalid game, so I can just put them all together and make that into a video. And then we can do it for some other ones, like Ettifaq versus Halal's in 2 weeks. I'm going to go watch that one live and record, and then I can compile that one together. Yeah, I'll try and do it for any Ettifaq Qadsiya games because they're the easiest ones for me to get tickets and go to, and then maybe a NASA one occasionally if I do manage to go to their stadium, probably for the Riyadh Derby, that would be, because they're like the big ones. Anguissa heads the ball clear. It's now going to be with McTominay pressuring forward. And cleaned up nice and easy there by Salemakers, Modric, Salemakers again. Now back over to Modric again, or 1-2s from them. Tomori. The main style of thing I do for football is these live watch-alongs where I watch the games with you guys. But yeah, any in-person ones I'll try and go to. I fit them into my schedule, and then I can go and record there. Unfortunately, can't live stream in some of them just because of the heat and also the rules. But yeah, I can definitely record, which is all good. Pavlovic. Now over to Pulisic. He's pacing forward, Pulisic. Trying to find some open space. Plays it out instead to Estupinan. Pulisic, Estupinan. Now back to Pulisic. That is a very quick section of exchange. Now over to Pavlovic. Near to my AC. It's super hot. And now back over to Gabbia. Tomori. This Milan team actually looks pretty unstoppable. Maybe they might actually win the league this season. Modric might have been the spark of life that they needed to win this league, because they're currently 4 wins, 1 loss only. Their only loss coming to Cremonese. They lost 2-1. But currently winning against the Serie A champions. Juventus will be a test next week, and they're currently sitting on 12 points in the table. Yeah, there aren't any SPL matches for 2 weeks now because of the international break. Yeah. You said you're going to Ettifaq versus Halal. That should be great, and hopefully a packed stadium. Yeah, hopefully. Usually as well, for the SPL matches, I'm sure you know. Actually, I was going to say, because usually people say, right, that stadium's usually empty, right? But the problem is the fact that such the distance between each of the stadiums, actually insane. If Al Nassr was only an hour away, I'd be going to every match in person, but unfortunately not the case. Yeah. But yeah, Ettifaq, I'll sit in the Ettifaq section, of course, to support NASA, so I'm not going to sit in the Halal section. Yeah, I'll try to get a bunch of good clips from that. The hardest part about recording in person is actually getting the goal on camera, because you never expect it, Halftime should be called in about 3 seconds as well, because there's only 1 additional minute, and the referee's called it there. W half. That was actually a good first half of football. Pulisic, absolute bottom so far, no doubt about it. I mean, the guy's got a goal and assist. He actually performed. Didn't think he could pull out this much insanely good gameplay, but I guess he truly is, the LeBron James of soccer, as they say back in the USA. Not that I've been there, so I don't know actually what they call them. But yeah, What a half. 2-0 first half. Let's take a look at the stats here before I take the halftime break. So 61% ball possession for Napoli, 6 total shots, 3 on target, 308 accurate passes with a 91% accuracy, 3 fouls and 2 corners. For Milan, 39% ball possession, 6 total shots with 3 on target. We have 1 big chance, 0 big chances missed, 190 accurate passes with an 86% accuracy, 2 fouls and 1 corner. So yeah, I mean, the insanity of the game here is the fact that Napoli's controlling 308 passes. And the fact that that's 91% accuracy, so they've not been missing. 61% ball possession is crazy, but Milan counterattack is devastating with those pace players, and they might bring on Leao in the second half. I think instead of, if I had to take someone off, Jimenez would be the instance. Pulisic can stay on left wing, play Leao on the right wing as a striker, right striker. Modric stay on for the full game because that guy is absolutely cracked as per usual, as a Madridista. I think, who else have they got on the bench here? AC. They got Loftus-Cheek. I would bring him on instead of Rabiot. Rabiot's not been the best this game so far. They got Christopher Nkunku as well. Maybe bring him on too instead of Estupiñán. Play Leao left mid and then Estupiñán as the, coming off, and then Nkunku as the striker, should I say. Defensive subs, they got De Winter. They got Odogu. I think Odogu's pretty good. Maybe replace Gabbia. Hasn't really touched the ball this game. And what do you think about the smaller club stadiums, the ones with blue seats? You think they're a bit outdated, especially for a country like Saudi? The seats are so far away from the pitch. Yeah, the ones with the racetracks around, right? That's how Qadsiya's current stadium is. So if you, I don't know if you know, because I don't know if you live in Kobar or whatever, because I live in Kobar, right? So Qadsiya's stadium that they played in their last game, where I watched in-person College, it's a temporary stadium for Qadsiya's, while their current stadium is being repaired because they got like power outages or whatever, and then their new stadium is being built, of course, the World Cup one. But the temp one is so far. You sit like about pretty far away from the field because they got like this running track around the thing and everything. Yeah, we're sitting in one of those. I mean, it's not the worst, but definitely, like, for example, Ettifaq's new stadium, the Ego Stadium, which, I've been to so many times. I train near there, my own, football, I train near there. Their stadium's super close. You get like about 5 meters in front of the field if you get front row seat. That's what I'm going to try and get for the Halal game. If I can get another front row seat like I had in the video, that would be cool. Because where I was sitting in the video was basically front row, just had the security just all in front of me. Tried not to get them on camera. I think they were, kind of ducking a little bit. But yeah, I think it's better when the new stadiums are fully built. A lot of them coming out, like, for example, Neom's new stadium. I think there's going to be a new stadium for, I don't know if one of the Jeddah clubs is getting a new stadium. I think they are. There's a new stadium, I think, for Faya, maybe. But yeah. And yeah, the racetracks. You're a big fan of Ettifaq Stadium and Al Shabab's one as well. Yeah, I like their stadiums. I think I like Nasser Stadium. I really do. Very vibrant atmosphere at Nasser Stadium. I've been there quite a fair bit. It really does feel like a home, and the seats are always packed. Always so many of the Nasser fans all surrounding one big group. Always cheering, and we're also very close. Usually when I do get a seat, it's like close to the pitch. You get basically a full-on view of the field. Same with Halal's new stadium, the one inside the cube box near Riyadh Season, that area, Boulevard World. What was I going to say? Halal's old stadium's not that great though. Yeah, Halal's old stadium was didn't really. I think it wasn't the best stadium. They had a racetrack around theirs as well. I don't think the racetrack stadiums are great. I got to be fair. The racetrack stadiums are just like they don't really feel like a football stadium. It just feels like it's repurposed just for that one event. Like I get their multi-purpose, but I don't know. Just gives off a weird vibe. Yeah, hopefully eventually all the stadiums will renovate, I do think. And that's coming from, coming to the 2034 World Cup when it happens. We'll be there. And you like Halal's new one? Yeah, I mean, I love how it's indoors. You get nice. There's air conditioning. There's everything. The atmosphere is very vibrant in that one, especially the lighting's perfect. Yeah, I've actually not been in that one yet, but I would love to go visit that one because I really want to see how its atmosphere shapes up. especially if we do Halal versus Nasser. Maybe, when can I go to that one? If I check here when we play. When do we play Halal? Come on the away front. We play Halal away January 12th. Okay, I might be able to go there January 12th, 8 p.m. Okay, fair enough. The only problem is I've got a dilemma. I stream all the Al Nassr matches, but I don't know if I'll be able to stream that match. If I go to a match in person, you get what I'm saying? Like, I got a dilemma, and I need to try and fix it. Unfortunately, it's a hard one to fix because it's hard to stream in the stadium because of the Wi-Fi, because you're not allowed to bring battery packs in, no mics, recording's fine, but it's just about, I don't want to miss a stream, but I don't want to not go to a in-person one, I guess a sacrifice has to be made, unfortunately. And I'll have to see. I'll be going to the in-person one December 29th, Etifak versus Nasser as well. I'll go there in person. I think I can stream in that one because I'm allowed to actually bring a battery bank into the Etifak stadium for some weird reason. They just don't care to check for battery banks. Just like walk in and guys are like, go in, be free. Which is W security for Etifak, by the way. Absolute W's. Chill guys. But yeah. Will you sit in the away end for that? Yeah, I will. I'll sit in the away end. I'll never sit with the Halal fans. Respect if you're a Halal fan. I don't try and hate on any fan of football as a fan for me. Because in the end, it's just about enjoying football and just having the best of times, But yeah, I always sit in the... I'll sit with Nasser no matter what. And the opposite of wherever, the rival's going to be, because it's not good sportsmanship, really, if you're... if you're an opposition fan and you sit with the rivals, kind of weird. I think you'd also get in trouble if you do that, because it can cause fighting and stuff. What a miss by Fofana earlier as well. How did he hit that one off target? 26th minute. Fofana, my guy. Should have finished that one. Really, that should have been an easy finish. Don't know how he didn't do it, but yeah. Then we're just seeing the chance here for Pulisic. What a run by Pavlovic as well. Just ran all the way into the box, and then one touch by Fofana, Pulisic, then easy finish, 2-0. Yeah, Milan really did dominate on counter-attack. There was no doubting that. They've just been such a dominant side, I think, in general throughout this match, regardless of what the stats say. They've just been absolutely enthralling to watch, and they really should keep up the tempo in the second half. Do you think that they should be selling out at Al Park because Ronaldo plays there? You've heard the fans have their reasons for not attending. Do you know anything about that? Parking prices, etc. Yeah, so first of all, as I was alluding to earlier, right? Most fans can't go to the stadium because each stadium, for example, Al Park's slightly different, but for all Saudi stadiums, right? They're so spaced out. So, for example, if I'm watching Etifak live in their stadium, right? And they were playing Khaloud right in that game that you watched on the channel. Khaloud is 4 or 5 hours away from where I live, or 6 hours. They have to drive there because there's no train line to Khaloud's city. So they have to drive there for 6 hours to go watch their team, which is, for some of these, the European teams, that's like a Champions League thing. You go to watch for the Champions League matches, but this is for a league game. So yeah, it's kind of hard for regular fans to go do that. So most choose to watch on TV. And then the second thing is for Al Park specifically, last season, it's not this season, because this season we're actually selling out pretty good. Last season it was because Pioli was so trash that he made the fans abandon the grounds because the fans were getting fed up with him and his uselessness. That guy was absolutely a joke of a coach. I'm not even joking. He was so bad that he literally made fans want to leave the stadium. And yeah, I'm glad that he's failing at Fiorentina as well, because terrible coach. Honestly, terrible. The Pioli thing, you remember that? Yeah, that was why the university student, because Al Park's right next to a university. I was actually going to go to that university, but changed, decisions changed last minute. But it's literally about 5 minutes away. And when you go to that I swear I heard something. I don't know what I just heard there. What did I swear okay. Someone's shouting outside. lost my train of thought. Okay. Oh, yeah, the university's like 5 minutes away. And basically, when you're 5 minutes away there, it's easy to get parking. But then the university students, they were so fed up. Yeah, they didn't attend. Sorry about that. I just lost my train of thought there. Some weird thing happened. You also support NASA, but you live in UK. Your main team is Arsenal. A lot of Arsenal fans on the channel. Just going to say that I did watch their game earlier today. They're lucky, by the way, that they got the equaliser and the winner because Arsenal under Arteta, I think, is sort of coming to an end. I think Arteta, to be fair, he's good, but I don't know. I feel like this season, he's not really performing with what he should be. Last season he actually did good for what he had. This season he's not really so. I don't know what you think, if his time at Arsenal's coming to an end, if he doesn't win anything this season. But definitely I do think that he should be playing maybe Gyökeres more as a poacher and then playing around Gyökeres as a poacher, for example. And then also W's that you're a NASA fan as well, forgot to mention. This is his last chance. Yeah, I do agree. I feel like that he really should have actually got Isak as the striker or Sesko. I know that's kind of weird saying, Man United Sesko or Isak from, now Liverpool. But I think Gyökeres plays more to United's and Liverpool style, which is poacher. And Isak's very fast, so he would have actually worked better with how they're playing basically kick and rush into the centre, sometimes Arsenal. And then also, Sesko's also plays similar to that, where he's very slim, lenient. He can move through the spaces and gaps. Gyökeres doesn't fit Arsenal's style. Yeah, exactly. It's the fact that I think Gyökeres is so bulky. They're using him as a pace merchant. He's not a pace merchant. He's not going to outpace guys. That's why Martinelli succeeds under the system. When they subbed him on the other games, he was going through. He's absolutely steaming through, and that's why he was working out, because he's faster. They didn't expect that, for example, in Bilbao game. They didn't expect someone so fast to be in the team. And when he came on, instantly an impact goal, because they were used to Gyökeres just slowing down the play up the front. Overall, hopefully Arteta can work it out, because I do like Arsenal's players. I like their team. I just watch Prem neutrally, and I just enjoy watching games, Only teams I support Real Madrid and NASA. So, yeah. You think Trossard is too slow and not strong enough to play winger? I was surprised that they didn't actually start Martinelli after his performance. But now that we watched that match, I think the best players to start for me are in the front line, specifically Gyökeres, because no other option. Then play Eze. Don't play wingers. Play Gyökeres and Saka as strikers, but Saka more on the right side, so he technically is a winger, because Timber still can overlap as a wing back. Lewis Skelly starts instead of Calafiori as a wing back again. Play two AMs, Eze and Odegaard. Odegaard RAM, Eze left AM. And then you play the midfielders, Declan Rice, Mourinho, you can play Zubimendi, one of those three. And then you play the classic backline, but with Lewis Skelly instead of, Calafiori. I think that's a good strat, to be honest, because I feel like that you still get the advantage of having a winger on, but you also get the fact that now you got Odegaard, who was insane, by the way, in that game when he came on. He really did perform well, Odegaard. He got the cross in for Gabriel's winner. He did that pass through to Lewis Skelly as well. I mean, what a phenomenal pass. And then his creative playmaking along with Eze would be insane to watch. But yeah, I think that is a good style that they should really go for. I'm just going to get a drink of water, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute as well. Sorry if leaving for a second, but I'm so thirsty. It's, how late is it here? 11 p.m. basically, which is insane. I'll be back in 1 minute, and yeah, write any questions you have for me in the chat, and I'll go and read them once I get back. W's. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. 1 minute break there. Back now for it. And we're ready for second half. Can't wait. Players are going to come out here. I do think that AC Milan should take the dub here. Maybe a 3-1 could be the final score. I think the scoreline's going to slow down for the next half. I think that's going to be the case. I definitely don't think that Napoli's going to win. I think that they're sort of struggling in this game. They're struggling to break through the strong Milan defense, and they're not really having a good time in terms of rotation. Leao, I think, is coming on as well now. If I had to just quickly check, he is warming up. I think it's great to hear from someone who actually lives in Saudi about the football there. I know there's a lot of misconceptions, for example, with like the fact is I've actually been seeing, I watched the league before Ronaldo came, because I was here 9 years, you know. But the thing is as well is that it's misconceived that, you know, when people say, I always read Instagram comment sections, for example, halal only team there that's strong. You know, they only have 4 teams. I think the league is very actually balanced besides the teams that get promoted, except for, you know, in the last 2 years, Neom and Qadsiya, because they've got lots of funding to try and boost them up since Qadsiya is owned by Aramco, big company. Neom's owned by Neom, you know, the line company. So, yeah. But I do think that the league otherwise with Shabab, you know, Toun, Damak, Ettifaq, Khalij, all of these teams make it so balanced, and it's actually less dominant than people think. Like, yeah, obviously the teams with a little bit more funding are going to be pushing for title, but you've got like this season, Toun's like second place, I think. Let's have a look at the table. Qadsiya is second place. Toun's up there in the top 4, and Neom's in top 4. I mean, it's actually insane that these teams are pushing, and it's, you know, Hilal's down in 6th, Al-Ali 7th, Ettifaq, you know, tied up with them as well. There's a lot of different teams here that really all compete, and yeah, I think that all of them in general have, you know, there's some of them are very underrated, I gotta say. You watch the Neon match and they had like no fans, yeah, they're new, and came across some articles about it when they had no idea about the actual situation. Yeah, I mean, I saw one where they were saying that Neon paid people to, you know, they paid to have fans. So I'm just going to quickly reset the timer here, because the match has just restarted here for the second half. I heard that. I don't think it's, I mean, maybe it's true, but again, first of all, if the Neon has a fan group, they're obviously going to be, you know, watching from TV, most likely their away matches and stuff. But even so, their fan group's going to be so small because they're new. They're literally just made like a year ago, and then they got promoted this year from funding. So obviously they're going to have, you know, very minimal real fans. It's like Qadsiya as well. You know, Qadsiya is a little bit slightly different because they're actually existent before, but they're only recently gaining more fans because of the fact that they're getting funding now, and they're getting, they're building up, they're getting better stadium. And the thing is as well too, is that Qadsiya is a second division club originally, and second division clubs, I mean, you can see the first division clubs, the attendance rates and stuff, you know, second division clubs, you know, are going to have slightly less. Qadsiya fans are good, yeah, I do agree. I went to their match. They've actually got a very big ultra fan group. The true fans are the ultra fans, and really the ultra fans for some of these SPL clubs, they chant the whole game. Like, if you heard at the very end, right, of that Ettifaq video where I said, like, the subscribe thing, and then I played some background noise, that was the ultra fans during the game. That was with my mic, like, turned down a ton. They're so loud. Like, I could not even hear. I was sitting with my brother, right, in that match. I couldn't even hear them speak. They're that loud. And they're doing the whole game. In the halftime, they're doing it full 90, which is actually crazy. And it's all of them as well, bar maybe Neom. Even like Hazem, they're not a new club, but they get relegated and promoted. They actually got a pretty decent fan size as well. I just think the away fan situation is just the fact that people can't travel, you know, 5-6 hours for every match, you know. You watch some Yellow League highlights and they don't seem to have any fans attending. I mean, fair, you know, I feel like that it's just about, first of all, you have to gain fans, you have to build up your team's reputation, and, you know, obviously, a new team's not going to have a strong reputation. Some of these teams not going to have the biggest reputations. So building them up, building their, you know, quality of their squad, the amount they're competing, you know, promoting the league will eventually build that fan base up higher and higher. Also, the fact that, you know, the Saudi population's pretty, you know, low compared to some other countries. You know, they're not got the highest population. You know, it's like 21 million. I don't even know how much it is. What's the population? And so let's have a search. 35.3 million as of, you know, last year. So, I mean, probably 36, 37 now. So, I mean, it's not the highest. And then splitting up to like 80% of them are halal fans. I'm not even joking. Literally 80%. This is going to be now with Di Lorenzo on the right wing. He's just going to give a cross in. It's going to be a corner for AC Milan, for Napoli. Looks like that the ball just might have deflected off there of Tomori. Let's try and commentate on the game now. I was getting carried away with, you know, analysing. Here we go. So Di Lorenzo is going to give the corner cross coming in. Sent deep. And it's punched away by Magnon. And it's going to be shot on the volley by KDB. Blocked up by Modric. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Napoli. Good block by Modric, my guy. Absolute legend. And it's now going to be Jesus. So no subs actually occurred at the halftime. But Rafael Leao is warming up. So that's a good thing. You know, it's always great to see him coming on because we need him in top form for the Portuguese national team. And you have to say your favorite SPL fans are Al Fatah. Yeah, I know. Whenever I see Fatah play like Nasser, for example, and, you know, them playing some of the other big teams, their fans are always so loud and they're always present in the stadium. And I actually like their squad, especially, you know, Butner, for example. I mean, what a guy that guy is. He's somehow always so good, and especially his free kick attempts are insane. But yeah, Al Fatah really do have a strong fan base. Same with Tawoon and Shabab. Very strong fan base from them too as well. I just love, you know, the fans here are great. They really are. They're not like, they don't attack each other either. They do like fun banter with each other, but they're not attacking each other, and they're, you know, just there to enjoy football and enjoy the vibes, which is great. You love to see it. Tomori now over to Salimacras. And he's going to pass back to Tomori. Now over to Gabia. Now to Pavlovic from Modric there. And now over to Pulisic. He's going to just play into Estupinan. Pulisic, Estupinan again. Through ball there, trying to find Jimenez. Pulisic controls that, and it's going to be given away there to Rasmus Højlund. Trying to find any space. Højlund absolutely gets pocketed. Jeez, Højlund, what are you doing? And it's now going to be back with Estupinan passing over to... Why is Pavlovic overlapped so far into the forward line? It's actually insane how this guy plays. He's like literally running up the whole field. No wonder as well, you know, Modric is playing basically centre-back because Pavlovic like running into right wing and left wing most of the time, which is actually crazy. Scott McTominay dove there as well on Pulisic. Big dive. It's going to be a throw-in now for Napoli. McTominay being marked up by Tomori. It looks like that Di Lorenzo is going to take. Just going to do a light throw there. KDB is going to send it long. And it's going to be held up nice and easy by Modric. Modric now over to Tomori. Now all the way back by Pavlovic to Magnon. That was a bad pass by Pavlovic, by the way. Not the greatest. Almost went out. And Pavlovic now has it after a little clearance from Magnon. It's now going to be over to Magnon again. One touch back from Gabia. KDB versus Modric. I know, so far KDB is losing because, you know, Modric is doing a real number in this game. Again, Modric, I think, is the highest rated Serie A player of the season so far on as a FootMob, which I'm taking off of. I don't know about SofaScore. But yeah, I mean, Modric is just insane how his age doesn't even really matter. He's just still performing. Same with KDB, really. But for this match specifically, Modric has just shown so much quality, like passing halfway across the field, a perfect laid pass, and then, you know, setting up so many chances. His corner crosses are phenomenal. I mean, I don't know why Real got rid of him, especially as a Real fan, you know. Getting rid of him was a terrible mistake. I don't know what they were doing. Florentino Perez again, try not to, you know, sell a good player challenge level impossible.
It's going to be now Di Lorenzo. The rating apps only merit certain things. You think the best way is to watch the games? Yeah, exactly. I never base my final scores on rating apps ever. Especially, like, for example, very close chance there, by the way, for Rasmus Højlund. He almost scores, but I never base my final, like, what I say about the match on these ratings. Only the statistics page, like, for example, ball possession, total shots, and that I say about that. But my final thing's always based on the eye test. For example, Yamal in, like, the Nations League final got some high, goofy ratings. Like, what are we doing? He wasn't even playing properly. Like, I mean, given high ratings for being pocketed by Nuno Mendes 90 minutes, for example, like, what is that decision? I genuinely don't trust the rating systems on these apps because I feel like they're always very hyperinflated. For certain players, there's a shot by Napoli and it's cleared off the line by Tomori there. They're all appealing for penalty, Napoli here. They're all saying to the referee there is one, and it might actually be a penalty here. I think the referee's given it. Yellow card on, I think, who gets the yellow card? Estupinan there. Let's have a look. So it's saved off the line by Magnon, and then there's possibly a penalty. Let's have a look again, because they're not showing on... Why are they not showing this on camera? They keep showing the side angle. Can you show us Estupinan's foul? Very light. I'm going to say that for sure. That's very light if they do give that a pen. Good save by Magnon initially as well. They might have to check this one on VAR. Yeah, I don't see anything there. He's possibly given the penalty, though. The referee is still checking it up. The apps don't even take into account positioning, which is such a big part of the game. Exactly. For example, like they give Ronaldo like a 7 in one of the... What match was it? There was a match where he got 7 and he scored like 2 goals. And it's like, what are you doing? What is that rating for, you know... The fact that Ronaldo is scoring first of all 2 goals, his positioning's phenomenal in game CR7. They don't even care about that. They don't care when he does the scorpion pass to Mane on the left wing, for example, as well. I mean, yeah, I don't care about the ratings. Always eye test for me. Estupinan saying he did absolutely nothing there. I do think that that's not a penalty in my opinion. Tomori's arguing as well with the referee. Di Lorenzo and Politano definitely are aggregate to get this into a penalty here because, you know, bring Napoli back onto a possible chance of winning the game or equalizing at least because they will get 1 goal from it. Of course, if they can convert, that is at first. I do think KDB takes pens, if I'm correct, for Napoli, now that Lukaku's gone. He's checking the VAR booth as well, the referee here. Let's see what he decides. Con, please give us a good angle of the foul as well, because I still haven't actually seen the foul on camera because they keep showing an angle where the guy's already fallen over. Serie, try not to do the worst possible TV's screenings. Okay, let's have a look. Not a pen. I mean, it's a very tight hold. I guess you could argue, yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's very tight. He does kind of die. He could have finished that. He actually could have finished that. I don't know what he's doing there. He really actually should have finished that because this is not a penalty. You know, then he's going to be regretting that chance, Di Lorenzo, because it should be in a tap-in with how easy it would be to actually finish that chance. This is going to be embarrassing if this isn't given as a penalty. Let's see what he announces over the loudspeaker. I can't hear it, but let's see where he points. Okay, he's going to announce it. And he's saying something. Okay. Which way are you going to point, my guy? Are you going to point pen or are you going to do this? He's still talking. And he's announced something. I think it might be penalty. Red card. He got a red... Okay. Estupinan got a red card and it's a penalty. Wow. Fair enough. That is insane. I actually can't believe that they gave a red card for that. I mean, that is crazy. Where the fact is that, you know, he really could have actually got to the ball there, Di Lorenzo. But yeah, red card. I mean, that has put a twist in the tail for sure because now Napoli have a very good chance of equalizing now. They have to get 2 goals, 1 goal from this penalty and then another goal in play. They could actually possibly win it. That is insane that they've actually given a red card for that challenge. I mean, yellow max if they're actually going to give a card. Let KDB take? Yeah, hopefully he'll take. I don't know who they're actually going to let here take. Magnon's still annoyed at the referee here. He has given the penalty. I don't know who exactly is taking this. They still haven't decided. The referee hasn't decided on pen. He's checking for a penalty now. What? He gave a red card in the box, but he hasn't given a penalty. He's checking for that? What, are they two separate incidents? I think they're two separate incidents. Pulisic's been subbed off now. They're bringing on Partey, which is a 19-year-old midfielder, David. I'm just going to call him because I can't pronounce his last name. Interesting take there from Milan to retaliate from that red card. I would have brought on Leao, maybe. It would have been a smarter decision, but we'll have to see. Play Pulisic as a striker and then bring on Leao for Jimenez. Play him in left mid. Sure. Who's going to take this one? It's either KDB or McTominay. I think it's KDB. He's holding the ball. Okay, penalty given, so yeah. Here we go. So De Bruyne is going to place the ball on the ground, and let's see if he can convert his penalty. I'm getting ready to write it up on the score sheet as well, if that does happen to be the case here where he converts. Now, I don't know what KDB's last conversion rates are because I don't actually have them, but I'm assuming he does score quite a fair bit of pens. Okay, let's see what Kevin can do. Can De Bruyne get a goal? Can. We want to see you get a goal, and we want to see Modric get a goal as well. Two midfield legends. Here we go. De Bruyne getting ready to take. Blow it up. Ref, come on, blow the whistle. Here we go. And he's running up. He takes a strike, and it's such an easy finish. Yeah, it's an absolute insane goal there from De Bruyne. I mean, good pen. Not insane goal, insane pen there. It's not even trying. He just passes into the back right corner. Magnon dives the wrong way. Goal in the 59th minute there, and it's a penalty. Also, I forgot to write the red card up on the thing there, which of course was Estupinan. Red card, and that was in the 57th minute. Or should I say 56? He actually took quite a bit to decide on the penalty there. So yeah, 56th minute for the red card, and then the penalty came a bit after that. So now they've got one more goal to get Napoli before they equalize up. Højlund's absolutely pumped, and so should the Napoli fans. They've got something back from this game, and now they have the chance to equalize here. The San Siro has gone a little bit quiet because they know that the Serie A title holders definitely can get a goal now with Napoli being, a man up on the... Now we need a Rasmus goal. Yeah, we need everyone to get a goal here. We need Rasmus to equalize. We need Modric to score. Then we need McTominay to score. As a neutral for this game, I don't care what the score is. I just want a lot of goals. I want to see a lot of these guys score. I mean, so far, Pulisic's absolutely been rampaging. That LeBron James has absolutely been crazy and cracked. But yeah, we need to see more goals from some of these guys. Modric playing it out over to Salimakers, who's now basically, I think, playing left wing. And that's the case here. Or they're actually playing David in left wing. I thought it was Salimakers because it kind of looked like him. But yeah, they're playing David there. Salimakers staying on the right wing. It's going to be now Tomori passing it into Salimakers. Now back to David, playing it forward to Modric. Come on, Modric. Hold it up. And that is a terrible receive there for Fofana. He should have really held that one and got it. Back to the rating apps. On SofaScore, they deduct large amounts of ratings for missing a big chance, and half the time they aren't even big chances. Example, headers from standing position. Yeah. Again, as we both said, never use it. Guys, anyone else who uses a rating app to decide who the best player is in the match, don't use it. It was like the Arsenal game earlier. They put Gabriel as the player of the match, FootMob. Absolutely not. Player of the match to me between Pope, Newcastle goalkeeper. He absolutely saved insane amount of shots. Eze, because he was crazy. You could also argue Odegaard for coming on, instant impact there. There's actually a foul in the box here for AC Milan. He's holding his leg there, Salimakers. He's absolutely going crazy with holding it. Same McTominay smashed into him. I mean, what is he doing? Why is he rolling around like a, farm animal? Calm down. Let's see. Is this actually real? Yeah, that's not a foul. Stop diving. Yeah, absolute diving there. Other than scoring, Gabriel was horrible. Yeah, I know. He was not great. He almost cost the game as well. That slide tackle was in natural position. Luckily, as I read up a little bit after the game, natural position. But yeah, it wasn't the best of challenges from Gabriel. Should be a bit more cautious. Though, again, Arsenal should have had a pen anyway in that first half. If Gabriel wasn't at fault for conceding the first goal, you'd maybe give it to him. Yeah, I mean, for sure as well, the fact that I said that Gabriel redeem himself if he scores. He'll redeem himself to being neutral for me in terms of what I feel about him. Because that first goal, that marking on Voldemar, horrible marking. What is he doing? Trying to dive for I don't even know. That dive was such a poor one as well. It's like, at least make him believable. Like Salamakers has done here, where he's not even being touched and he's got away with the free kick in the defensive half. But, like, make it believable, not whatever that was. And this is going to be now with Napoli. They've got the ball again. They use rating app to determine Vitinha for third in Ballon d'Or. Rafinha should have been top 3 coming from a Real fan, so that's for sure. I mean, Vitinha's great and all, but, over Yamal over Rafinha, that is insane to me. The fact that Rafinha had so many better stats. Nuno Mendes not in top 3 is an absolute robbery as well. Misfired shot there by Napoli. Not the best shot from, I think that was Guterres. Tried to take it. Really should have, they should really make a new list for that last Ballon d'Or. Lower 17th was also really bad. Yeah, I know. There was a lot of bad calls. Kane not in the top 10. I mean, what are we doing there? What are we doing? Kane not in top 10? Donnarumma over Nuno Mendes, the MVP of the Nations League. I mean, he won a trophy with his national team as the MVP of the tournament and in the final. And he's the best left back. And he won the Champions League and the treble and the, domestic treble and all that sort of stuff. Got a lot of goals as well from left back. And still doesn't get in past top 10. He gets 10th. Make it make sense, please. This is now going to be Di Lorenzo. Back over to Lobotka, and now to, I think that is McTominay, passing over to KDB, who's in the left wing now. And KDB gives a cross in. Rasmus goes for the header. It's going to be saved by Magnon, and it's played out by Rabiot, trying to clear the ball away. Good cut from AC Milan. And Rabiot now passing it over to David, and David trying to find some pace, and it's going to be a play on by the referee. If the MVP was across the whole tournament, not just the semi-finals and finals, you give it to Ronaldo. I would have actually given it to Ronaldo as well. I mean, first of all, you can tell kind of who I like the most. But second of all, I would have given it to Ronaldo, even if it wasn't, because the fact is that I can understand why Nuno Mendes got the thing. But I can also kind of understand why Ronaldo should have deserved it, just by the fact that he scored in every game the most important goal. I mean, it's actually insane that he wasn't even in the top 30 for the Ballon d'Or. He was ranked 829th, I think, in the Ballon d'Or official rating, out of 1,000. He was ranked there. Huge robbery. 829th in players. Don't know what that's about. That was a fake ranking? Oh, okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know where he'd actually be ranked. He should have been in top 30 regardless. I saw the 820. I mean, I didn't know that they really did up to there. But yeah, I guess got duped by the fake. But yeah, he scored a clutch goal in the semi-final and final. Especially the finals. He basically won the final by scoring that goal to equalise. It was made back in 2022. I see. Yeah, they're just trolling Ronaldo, I guess. Just reposting it when it's relevant. He should have been in top 30 at least. Maybe, top scorer in the league for SPL. I know SPL is not heavyweighted in terms of league top scorers. And then also Nations League top scorer, basically the best player there as well. I would have put him 28th, 27th. Maybe at least even 30. I mean, what is that? At least 30th? Are we being for real? The Ballon d'Or rankers have literally zero ball knowledge. I'm not even joking. They do. in 2022 their reasoning for Messi was international. I know. And then the international goes out the window. Like I said in another stream, if Ronaldo won the World Cup as the MVP of the tournament, as the top scorer, wins all trophies for Al Nassr, he will not win Ballon d'Or. And I'm telling you for real, it's going to be like that. They'll give it to someone else because the rankings are based on, first of all, they dislike Ronaldo at the Ballon d'Or thing. They dislike Real, so they won't give it to a Real player for a while. They absolutely detest the idea of Ronaldo getting one on top of Messi, or getting one closer, should I say. And then the fact is that they just pick and choose when they want to rate stuff. Like suddenly the Champions League will become the most relevant trophy for this Ballon d'Or coming up. I hope on my life that Ronaldo can become like the MVP of the tournament and get the Ballon d'Or. I mean, that would be insane. If he got MVP of the World Cup, wins it, just the finish of football will be the literal end to the saga of Cristiano, you know. Ronaldo should have won in 2018, yeah. He should have. I don't like some of the Ballon d'Or rankings. Literally, Dembele is the first genuine winner in a while as well. He's like the first one that actually, you know, universally people can agree on he won as a fair one. I mean, you can kind of argue maybe Nuno Mendes because the fact is they don't care about defenders. So, you know, if we take into account defenders, Nuno Mendes is definitely the best there. But, yeah, I mean, Dembele, I'm fine with winning it. Bellingham or Vinny should have won in 2024. Yeah, Vinny should have won for me, in my opinion. Scored in the final. You know, if they're going by the ranks of Rodri being in the Euros, Carvajal should have won. I mean, what are we doing? And then the year before as well, like what is the ratings were actually insane, some of these. 2021 Ballon d'Or, lower. I mean, how is he not getting it? 2020, he was absolutely robbed by COVID, so not anyone's fault. 2018 Ronaldo, I mean, there's a lot there that I can keep going on about. It's now going to be with Napoli trying to press forward again. The game sort of died down here a little just by the fact that, that's why I'm kind of talking off topic because, yeah, I mean, it's very now just stagnant where both teams defending a lot. Now, the problem is for Milan is that they're actually receiving a lot of pressure here, so they do need to kind of clear the ball away. Bad mistake taking off Pulisic, I think, because he was good. Leao's on as well now, along with Athakam. So Athakam came on for Salemakas and Leao came on for Jimenez. And Haaland was robbed in 2023. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with you. Haaland was... that's why I went off the Ballon d'Or. As soon as I saw... I went off the Ballon d'Or then. Then I saw, you know, after all that other stupidity, then I saw again that, you know, Vinny's going to win. I was like, okay, fair enough. We'll give it a chance. You know, Vinny's going to win it. And then I find out 10 minutes before the tournament, he's not going to win. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the end of me having this award as a credible award. You know, the fact that is that crazy that they can do that 2 years in a row. Leao now passing it through. This is a good chance for AC that I should really commentate on. It's now going to be Athakam trying to find some space forward, and De Bruyne absolutely pockets him. Why is a defender running up the field? Is he basically... I think he's playing like right wing. They're playing a defender right wing, Milan. Interesting choice there. De Bruyne now passing over to Anguissa. And Anguissa just holding it up, playing over now to the right wing Di Lorenzo. Paletano now. They had to give it to Dembele this year to somewhat save their reputation. Yeah, the fact as well that Yamal came second is even hindering their reputation more by the fact that really Rafinha should be over him, you know, just based on stats. If a Barca, I don't know if you like Barca or not, I like Real, but the fact is that Rafinha himself was a better player, and as well, I mean, who else could we put over? I don't think Mbappe. I think, yeah, I would personally put Nuno Mendes up there. I don't think anyone else. Maybe Vitinha, you can argue. Salah should be. I don't even know why Salah's not. Salah won Prem, best player in the Prem in like ages as well. Best individual Prem season in a long time, bar the 2008 Prime Ronaldo. And this is going to be now a triple substitution for Napoli. Elmas, Neres, and Luca coming on. And it's going to be coming off here. Højlund, Scott McTominay, and also Kevin De Bruyne. worst substitutions in a while there because I did want to see them still all. They're the 3 guys I wanted to see on the field, but they all came off at the same time. Well, I guess Leao and Modric, we've got hope for you guys. And this is going to be now with Tomori. Why did they sub all 3 of them off? I want to see Højlund score. I want to see McTominay get some, goals in as well. Modric, my hope lies within you to get something. And Leao, my guy. Leao tried to press forward there. It's going to be mopped up by Jesus and Marianucci. It's going to be with Anguissa. Playing over to Di Lorenzo again. Politano. Again, Napoli only play right wing. I swear they don't play on the left until there's like such a clear opening. Very right-favoured team. Jesus. Now it's on the left side here with Neres. Neres getting ready to try and chop in. He's got the option of Luca open with him. Passes instead to, I think that's Guitares. Now it's going to be with Lobotka. Playing over now to Marianucci. Now to Politano. And he sends a cross in, and that is going to be a corner for Napoli. Only about 17 minutes left of this game of regular time, maybe 2 minutes additional. But actually, there was a VAR check for about 5 minutes. They'll do 5 minutes additional, I think. There was a long VAR check. Forgot about that. This is going to be Di Lorenzo. Now playing it over to, I think that was Neres. It's actually Neres now with the ball. He's getting held pretty tightly by Fofana, I think that is, or Tomori. It's Tomori, actually. And he's going to play it back now over into the space of Guitares. Neres now again. Neres back plays over to Jesus. Now to Marianucci. And he's just going to play back to Jesus. High press from Leao. Now Neres again. Love step overs from Neres. He's really fluent with it. And you joined the Discord. W's. GX, appreciate it so much. I really do. And thank you as well for, chatting on the stream today. A little bit of a quieter stream than usual, just because, this isn't the usual type I do for Serie. I don't regularly do Serie. But yeah, thank you for joining up. Appreciate it. A little bit of an injury here for Tomori. Usually my commentation is much more fluent, but unfortunately this game's been kind of dull besides the 2 earlier chances. The first half was very vibrant. Second half sort of died down into more of the defensive game from AC, especially after that pen. Milan's not going to really want to concede, so they're just going to defend up, play, park the bus basically to try and get the win here. Fast counters will be, applicable through Leao, but mostly they're going to play defensive. A lot of Conference League and Europa League games coming up as well. Nottingham versus Midtjylland and also Aston Villa Feyenoord. I might cover some of those. Rangers as well. Sturm Graz, Crystal Palace, Dynamo Kiev, Shakhtar versus... I don't know who Shakhtar's versing. So they're versing someone. Here we go. Magnon. Going to send it deep. And it's a deep send. And it's going to be Leao who gets the header. A little bit of a touch there from Fofana before given away now to Napoli again on another counter. It's going to be Guitares. He's pressing forward. And he's going to pass it in. Nice little touch there by, I think that was Luca. He was actually very big, by the way. He's like a huge guy. Did I get FC26? Yes, I do have FC26. I am actually going to start streaming a little bit more regularly. I did do 2 streams on it. Already the day that it launched, and also the following time, I think about 5 days later, I did another stream on it. But yeah, I might do some more streams on it. Currently, I don't do many just because I kind of don't speak when I'm, playing FC because I feel like I lock in a lot more. But yeah, when I was playing on the streams, it's kind of hard for me to focus. But I guess, I'll adapt. We'll play more. I was wanting to do pro clubs on the streams as well, where we get, viewers to join in. So that'll be pretty cool if we can get that happening. Pro clubs on the weekends. What games modes do I play? All of them. Pro clubs, I rarely play, but now I might start playing it more. I know how it works and stuff because I played it before, but just not too much. Career mode, I love. Player, manager, career, don't really care which one. Kickoff, I play with my brother sometimes. And then ultimate team, I grind on like every day, basically. Anguissa. Now it's going to be over to Lang, who has just been subbed on for Politano. Lang losing the ball. It's going to be held up nice and easy by, I think that was Elmas just holding it up. And it's going to be a foul. Foul on Elmas. It's going to be a free kick for Napoli. You like pro clubs? Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I should start doing it more on the channel because I haven't done any yet. It would be cool if we can get like 10 guys onto the pro clubs because I don't know how it... I've never played in a group with more than, 4 people. So, yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be cool. Ultimate Team, my favorite, though. I used to not like Ultimate Team. I used to be a career mode kind of person, but Ultimate Team's become slowly my favorite. I really do enjoy playing it. Though I occasionally play the career mode for long play sessions. Also, Pulisic just showing his assist there. So the first assist by Pulisic was amazing. Outstanding. Allegri looked happy with it. Yeah, one assist. And then the second one, assist by Fofana. I mean, he just lays it on a plate for Pulisic to finish. And then, yeah, gets the second goal. Then, of course, the little drama at the end there where Stupinan did the red card tackle, got the red. KDB then took the pen, then scored. And now we're already 80 minutes into this game, just about. And we have still a stacked bench for Milan where they got Christopher Nkunku able to come on. They got Samuel Uriki. They got De Winter, who's actually coming on right now. De Winter will be replacing Tomori. And they also got Loftus-Cheek still to rely on too. In terms of Napoli, they got Mazzocchi on the bench. They got Buchema. They also got Gilmore and Vergara. So any of those players are pretty decent. They also got Giuseppe Ambrosino. I haven't seen him play, but I'm assuming he's great. Or somewhat good if he's on the bench for the Serie winners. You like career mode, you play it with mods, but there aren't any mods yet for FC26, I see, yeah. I just play regularly, to be honest, because I play on Xbox, so I don't really get mods on there, but, yeah. I mean, career mode itself is great. They need to update Ronaldo's picture, by the way, on FC, I gotta say, just off topic. His picture looks so goofy. Looks like he's about 50 years old. Just make it like this season's SPL picture because at least that one looks nice. Napoli play the free kick short. It's just going to be a pass 1-2 there. Di Lorenzo now over to Neres on the right wing. Deep cross sent in, caught by Magnon. They updated his game face at least. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, his previous game face as well just looked the same as the image. It looked goofy and now it looks a little bit more realistic. But they need to change that image. Man, it looks so bad. It's like that for most of the Saudi League players. They don't actually update the images of the Saudi League players for some weird reason. When the weird thing is that they actually do have updated images, for example, in the lineups, when they do the animations on the official broadcasting for SPL. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know why they don't. Guess they're too lazy. Also, I said this on the previous stream. You can actually change it with mods. Yeah, I know. I saw a mod of someone change it to something a little bit more sensible. I said earlier in a previous stream, but Saudi's actually going to try and buy EA. They're going to make an offer because EA is a public company currently. So if Saudi bought it, will be a private company, which is a good thing. That means that the game will be cheaper. There'll be more updates. Maybe they won't do a game every year and it might just be one game that you just update and maybe pay for DLCs or whatever. And then hopefully, yeah, they update more images and stuff. But that's what I heard was going to happen. I also heard if they buy it, they're going to add like open world to career mode and stuff. But that'll be cool. That'll be cool if that actually happens because if it becomes a private company and, with the Saudis' resources that they have, I mean, so much more could be added to the game. And it's not just FC as well. It's like the whole of EA, like the whole company they're going to buy. So no more scamming EA, I guess, soon. Hopefully that's the case because, EA is the original scammers besides Clash Royale, but that's a whole different issue. They only have 2 Saudi stadiums in the game. It's so annoying. Exactly. They need to add more. It's the same 2 for the last. I think they had the same 2 Saudi stadiums like in FIFA 18. Like they've not updated a single one. At least like add the indoor one or the NASA's one. I mean, NASA's one's pretty iconic. Or the indoor one for Halal now. I mean, that's also pretty cool as well. They don't even have Al Nassr's. Like, how? I know exactly. How do they not have Al Nassr's? It doesn't even make sense. Like, Al Nassr's one's actually one of the more iconic stadiums. But yeah, it's stupid. They have like 2 stadiums there. Literally, the stadium that they have as well, I'm pretty sure that one of the stadiums they have in there is not even the national stadium anymore. Hopefully, when the World Cup's hosted here, though, they add all the World Cup stadiums in. This is going to be a cross for Napoli, going into the box, and it's going to be cleared away by AC Milan. They are calling for a foul here, Milan. Anguissa now over to, I think that is Lang. Just playing it forward now to Lobotka. Now over to Anguissa. Yeah, King Fahd Stadium. Yeah, I don't think that's the national stadium anymore. I think they changed it up recently. Qadsiya, I actually live near Qadsiya's new stadium that's been built for the World Cup. Because Qadsiya so far is the only team that's getting the World Cup stadium, like, currently. They're the only ones making it up. Leao almost skilled the whole field into the box, by the way, but Napoli did defend that nicely. But yeah, man, Qadsiya's new stadium is huge. It is so big. It is literally, if you saw Ettifaq Stadium on my the video, or you can see it from Google Maps or whatever, you can see how big that one is. It's about like 5 times the size of that. I'm not even joking. It is humongous. It's domed as well. It's going to have a roof because of the, it needs to be indoors and air conditioned and stuff. Napoli have a chance to shoot inside the box. There is a defense there, and it's now back on the outskirts with Napoli again going in for a cross. And wow, that is cleared away pretty quickly by Milan. Now back with Napoli going for another cross. I'll read the comment 1 second there. Okay, bang on court. Yeah, search it up. It's massive. Yeah, it's almost done as well. It's close to somewhat being done, not almost. At least the main structure is. But I actually train very close to that stadium, by the way. Like, whenever I'm training, I can see the whole construction site and stuff. But yeah, they're the only ones currently having their stadium being built. And yeah, I mean, it looks exciting. I can't wait to try it out for like a league match. I think they're going to be using that stadium as well for concerts and stuff so that it doesn't get run down like the Qatar ones. Because at least as far as I know, the Qatar league isn't really getting too much investment from the government. Whereas here, yeah, tons of investment. So, I'm sure they wouldn't want their new fancy stadiums to be, getting to waste. And Milan's still holding off with... I can't actually believe Milan's been defending well with this, many men on the field. One less. Napoli's definitely been having a little bit of a bad day in the finishing department because they haven't been able to get many shots on target. If we have a look here at the shots, Napoli have had 12 shots, but 5 on target. I mean, that conversion rate's pretty average. Whereas Milan's 6 shots, 3 on target, and 2 goals. And one of those shots for Napoli as well is a pen, so they technically have 11 shots with 4 on target. So, yeah. This is going to be a free kick for Milan. Foul by Neves. Should I say Neres, sorry. And this is going to be now a free kick. Free kick. San Siro is absolutely going to applause there. They are so happy that their team's winning it up so far. And, well done to Milan. Really putting on a show in this game. They really did perform well in the second half in terms of defense, especially this latter stage of the second half. It's not the most lovely football to watch, as you can see by, me going off topic quite a lot. But they're getting the job done at least. Hopefully it doesn't go to waste here because 3 points here, of course, would mean that they go top of the table. With 12 points in total, tied up with Napoli, but they would actually surpass Napoli in terms of goal difference. If there is a draw somehow at the end of this game, Roma will actually be first on 12 points, and then Napoli, Milan, and Juventus tied up with 11 points. Inter had 9 points. They've actually got 2 losses this season so far. So yeah, Inter's not having the best of season start so far. Same with Man City. I feel like Inter and Man City having a similar season currently. And cross in, Modric deflects it away, and it's now going to be Leao. Good pass out by Modric. Leao back to Luka. Now over into the midfield here. It looks like Loftus-Cheek has actually made his way onto the field. He does a good pass over now to, I think that is Anthogam. Now Loftus-Cheek back into the defense there. Modric. Love how Modric plays every minute of every game. That guy's so reliable. He's phenomenal. Love Modric. He really is, the epitome of a legend. He just showcases that if you like football, you can still play. No matter how old you are, you can play football. And, you know, as he was saying in his interview, as I said earlier at the start of the stream, you know, Modric said he wanted to play just until he can't anymore. He said that he would be bored if he wasn't playing football. He said that he wouldn't, you know, he would just be doing nothing. So he said he's going to be playing for another 5-10 years maybe. Who knows? That would be crazy if he's playing when he's like 50-something, oldest player on the field. Still doing roundabouts in the Champions League. Deep shot by Napoli. It's going to be caught there. It's not the best shot by Lang. Don't know what he was doing. Kind of wasted it. Easy catch by Magnon. It looks like the end of the game is approaching in terms of the players winding down their pressure. Annoyance there from Allegri. He's saying to mark a little bit more tighter for Milan. Conte is saying to keep pressing for Napoli. And the ball just given away by Milan, just kicked down the field. It's now going to be Napoli on another attack. 2 minutes of regular time left and some additional time added onto this. Probably 5 minutes, as I said before. Modric just collecting the ball from a defense. It's now finding a pass to Leao. Unsuccessful because it was intercepted. It was a good pass. It almost actually reached Modric. Nothing much happening. Napoli not pushing enough for draw. Yeah, they are pushing quite a bit. Of course, seen by 7 shots in the second half. But again, shots on target, should I say. But yeah, that is not enough for them at the moment because Milan are playing basically park the bus currently, with Leao just running forward and Modric trying to find a pass down the entire field to him. That is what's currently happening. So yeah, it's definitely going to be hard for Napoli to break through this parking the bus from Milan, especially in this latter stage of the game where you have to play as defensively as possible. There's no real need to push for a goal when the other team's playing ultra attacking. Corner coming in for Napoli, and it's headed clear by Loftus-Cheek. It's going to be out with Anguissa now. Anguissa playing it short there to, that's going to be Luca giving a cross in. It's going to be headed clear. Modric going for the clearance, and he does. Absolutely slams it down the field. Some pacing from Milan's players. They do actually retain the ball here, Rabiot. He's gone for the pace. Rabiot's showing himself up, and it's going to be a yellow card coming out for Rabiot. He's saying he got the ball there, but looks like a little bit of a dive from, I don't know who actually got a dive there, Marianucci. Let's have a look at the replay if they do happen to show it, if that was a yellow card. Looks like the foul was actually on, I don't know who that is, Lobotka. Let's have a look. Is that a foul by Rabiot on Lobotka? So at first, no. Let's see the second attempt. Dive. Absolute dive, yeah. Lobotka dove there. Rabiot, no foul on him. He does step out, but Lobotka's already on the floor before the contact's even made. Lobotka plays it over now to Di Lorenzo. And Napoli's captain's going to send it in for an absolute banger, but it is saved by Magnon. What a save. Jeez. Absolute legendary save there. It was actually Neres who took the shot. Oh, did Modric save it? Modric headed it clear. Okay. Modric, you absolute goat. You are defending for Milan with your life. That is great. And deep corner sent in. It's cleared away again, this time by, I think that was number 3 for Milan. That is, of course, if I had to try and actually find a number 3, I don't know who it is. It's someone. Okay, number 3 for Milan did it. Maybe it was number 5, actually, De Winter. Just losing my mind here in the player sheet. Is there even a number 3 for Milan? There's not even a number 3. What am I saying? Yeah, it must have been a number 5. There, I just couldn't see. This is now going to be out with Lang on the left wing here for Napoli. He's going to play it short, just plays it into the path of, I think that was Lobotka. However, it's going to be offside. Or a handball. Actually, it looks like Lobotka might have handball controlled the ball. Going down for cramp here. It looks like Gabby is going down for cramp. He might get sub off. Am I going to watch Al Nassr versus Zawra? Yes. I watch every game on the channel live stream for Nassr, and same with Real. All those games are live. So yeah, I will be watching it live like this, you know. I got the Nassr scarf. I won't be wearing the home kit. Wait, is this a home game? I have to check. I think it's it's an away game. Where is Al Zawra anyway? They're in Iraq League, right? Yeah, they're 16th in the Iraq League. We should be beating them. Easy. That's October 1st. Yeah, I'll be wearing the away kit. Yeah. I got every kit from this season, by the way. It actually cost a fortune, but the kits this season, they put so much effort into it, Adidas. I'm not, like, look at the patterns and that on it. It looks so good. And same with the away kit. I mean, they're very fashionable kits. The third kit, it's not my favorite, but definitely they're much better than the previous seasons, I've got to say. I need to get an AC Milan kit as well. I've got Inter kit. I need to get AC Milan's kit because this one is pretty cold that they got. They finished second last season in the Iraqi League, I see. Yeah, you love the NASA home kit. I know this home kit is actually, it feels so nice too. I mean, it's just got, it's like very airy. It's like nice to feel. I feel like some football kits, they always have this weird texture to them. But yeah, the home kit, the away kit, the third kit, they all feel like very smooth and silky. You love the away one for NASA. Do I have that currently? Let's see. Do I have you? I don't think I do. No, I don't. I got this though. Sorry, Milan fans. I don't have the AC Milan kit, only the Inter one. But this Inter kit is actually cold. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not supporting Inter. I support neutral. Also got a Juventus kit. I got every team basically in Serie A except for Milan, which is the stupid thing. They get slightly less appealing with all the sponsors on them. Yeah, I mean, the sponsors are how we paying for transfers, though, since we don't get any funding from the ministry. You know, so feel free, NASA, to put 20 sponsors on your shirt as long as we get money to buy new players. I don't really mind. Yeah, there's a dive down into the box here by, I think that's Pavlovic on the floor. Looks like a foul by Anguissa or Lobotka. Let's have a look. Oh, Lobotka's off. I think it's Luka maybe does the foul. Yeah, he just pushes him in the face. Maybe a red card here, actually, on Luka. And it looks like Conte and his staff are saying they're time wasting here. No red card. It's going to be just a free kick for Milan. Magnon's going to send it deep. 3 minutes left of the additional time. It was +7, by the way, which is insane. Leao's pressuring high. Again, don't know why Leao didn't actually start this game. It's kind of weird. It's going to be now with Pavlovic. Modric got 2 guys on him. He's going to play it back now into the defense here. And heavy touch, absolutely sent to space there by, I think that was Loftus-Cheek, just absolutely cracks it. And Ronaldo isn't traveling for the Zara game. Yes, I don't think he is traveling because, yeah, he only plays in the league. And then occasionally maybe for the King's Cup, like Etihad, we verse in the King's Cup next. I think he'll play there. But just, yeah, simple games. We don't need him really for it. You know, just to rest him up. We need him for the World Cup in top shape, prime physical shape, you know. I love how no one on Napoli wants to tackle Modric. They're all just trying to let him play. Like, he had 3 guys on him before, and they just kind of let him run away. Just hold him back. They don't want to injure him. And then they all dap him up after. Respecting a legend. I saw it for KDB as well. Everyone not trying to injure KDB either. Both midfielders just absolutely respected. This is going to be now over to Jesus. He's going to try and run forward here. He's got probably the lowest rating on the field, I think, besides the red carder, Estupinan. This is going to be now over to Luka, playing it across now to Neres. We'll see what Neres will do. Is he going to fire it deep? He might actually take a shot. He does. And it's a rocket. It's saved again by Magnon. And there's about 30 seconds left of additional time. This is going to be a close one. It's going to be a throw in here for Napoli. Elemis is going to take. He's actually given it now straight away to Guitares. And it's going to be now Neres with it. Let's see what he does with the ball. Literally 20 seconds left in this game. This is down to the wire for the draw. And here we go. Let's see what happens here. They're going to play it over now, Napoli. And it's a deep cross coming in. It's going to be deflected away by Modric. Nice defending from Modric. He's telling the team to get ready and keep pressing here. He's the only one running on Milan still. He's literally the only one running still on Milan. There's a header going in. It's cleared away. And it's going to be a goal kick for AC Milan there. Di Lorenzo not able to find the header. Fans running to the front. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what in the world is going on here with how many shots Napoli's taken? They're just unable to score. I mean, this is actually crazy. Oh, Allegri shot the ball at the other coach's box. Jeez. Big win this will be for Milan. 6-point game. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is definitely a big win. This is huge. If they can get the dub here, I mean, it's going to be announced in about 10 seconds when the full time is called from the goal kick. Let's see. This is going to be a big one. Here we go. Magnon's going to take. Modric is telling the team to just keep pressing. Just keep going upfield and press. Modric is also saying to the referee it should be full time. Magnon take. And absolutely rocketed down the field there. Still played. Anguissa. Modric sends it to space. And full time has been called. Somehow AC Milan win against the title leaders because of Pulisic absolutely dominating in the first half. And then the second half was about basically Modric and KDB there. KDB gets the one back for the team. Unfortunately, he subbed off with McTominay and Højlund late on in the game. But Modric, only one still pressing at the end. Only one telling his team to keep going. And to be honest, again, big loss to Real. I don't know why they got rid of him. It doesn't matter about age when you're that good. Playing a full match, every match, you know. And will I be streaming tomorrow? Yes, I stream every day. I alternate between gaming streams and, you know, match streams. I don't know what matches are on tomorrow. Real Madrid could have had this on-field leadership. I know they needed this on-field leadership still, and Modric does provide it. So what games are on tomorrow? Everton, West Ham? Maybe. I got my own training tomorrow as well, so I probably will just do a gaming stream. It will be like 4 p.m. my time to like 6:30 p.m. my time, so I don't know what time that will be for you guys. But yeah, 4 p.m. GMT plus 3 is usually when I'll start the gaming stream. I'll probably just do FC26 or something else. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching the stream today. Appreciate it so much. W's suggestion for this stream as well. I can't remember who exactly was that suggested this, but if you are watching, I don't think they're on here right now, but if you were watching, W's, thank you for suggesting it because it was a good game. And I will see you guys in the next... Oh, Halal playing the ACL tomorrow. Oh, yeah, they play at 4:45 p.m. I guess I could watch it while we're doing the game stream. I can do 2 at the same time, I guess. Yeah, Nasaf Karachi versus Al Hilal. Yeah, and Al Ali play. Unfortunately, Al Ali's I was going to watch, but it's during my football training, so I won't be able to watch that one. I was going to watch Duhail versus Al Ali because I do know about Duhail. You know, I've seen a couple of their gameplays. Isn't Mitrovic in Duhail now? He's not. I think he's in another team, not Duhail. Yeah, I think he's in a different one. But yeah, I'll try and watch the Halal one during the same stream. You know, I'll go absolutely bag on Halal if they concede. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this stream. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate everyone, you know, who smashed like, smashed sub during the stream. And also, GX, thank you for joining Discord. Really do appreciate it. You can message me. You can add me as a friend there and private DM me any other concerns or matches you want me to watch too. And yeah, same with everyone else. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next stream. I need to rest my voice because I'm losing it. And goodbye. Have a nice rest of your night. W's.